I got it! Ah! I got it!
Hello. Yes? Yes? Sweet mother of double jeopardy backstroking and butterscotch. We're on our way.
Who was it? The Girl Scouts lawyers again?
That was the commissioner. You will never guess which unduly famous TV personality made the most wanted criminals list this week.
Phyllis Diller? Gavin McLeod? Wink Martindale?
Close. Myra Stump, the darling hawk of daytime talk.
Myra? As in America's mom? The woman who told Tom Hanks to get a haircut? Surely you jest.
She's holding her audience hostage and giving them valuable gifts against their collective will.
I don't normally endorse the use of the word dastardly, but this is clearly dastardly. I think.
We've got to drive over to the station right away, or at our earliest convenience.
Great! I've been itching to bust some skulls since they canceled my so-called life.
My toes are all a-twitter that we've gotten another case so close on the heels of the last one.
Don't say a Twitter, Sam.
Well, well, Myra Stump holding her audience hostage. You watch that particular bit of daytime fluff occasionally, don't you, Max?
Whenever our TV's out of hock, for some reason I can't get enough of her sharp-toothed maternal ranting.
Why do you suppose Myra's got her audience captive?
Who knows? Last month, Charles Grodin put his hand on her desk and she hit it with a ruler. She's very strict.
You're a lovable but essentially useless lump of fur and icky stuffing materials, Max.
On the contrary, I can be a vital source of alternative insight into the problems that plague you.
Well, there's that. Let's get going.
You lead and I'll follow haphazardly, shall I?
Where's the rest of the news collection, Max?
It's a surprise.
Mr. Spatula's looking good today.
Isn't he plastic?
One of these days we're gonna finish that game.
I'm still working on getting the rest of the darts from the police impound.
Nothing useful in here.
How ironic.
Sam, it's me. Open the window. I'm trapped on the ledge again.
Remember our trip to the moon, Max?
Like cottage cheese through a strainer, Sam.
You continue to baffle me, little pal. Hello, is this the president? It is? Really? Well, thanks. That's all I wanted to know. Hello, Mista Pizza? Send over another gargantuan anchovy and hot sauce special, please. Hello, Max?
Yes?
Just checking. Hello, is this the president? Remember our motorcycle trip through the Midwest?
Just you, me, and the authorities from 7 states. But those were quieter times.
Hubert doesn't look so hot, Max.
He doesn't look any worse than he did 2 months ago.
These donuts must be 3 months old.
Don't throw that out! I'm saving it for a science experiment.
You bet, little buddy. 2002 was a great year for calendars.
I'm glad we stocked up. We've been going through them at a rate of about one a year since then.
Welcome back, America, to day 3.5 of my most special episode ever. You don't want to miss any of our exciting guests coming up this hour. Plus, everyone in the audience is going to be getting a lifetime supply of non-dairy creamer.
We don't need non-dairy creamer. We need sleep.
Oh, I see. You were all thrilled when I gave you cars, then all-expense-paid vacations, and then home entertainment centers. But now, after I worked so hard and sacrificed so much, you'd rather sleep. It's all about you, isn't it? I guess nothing I ever do is good enough for you.
Maybe we'll start using non-dairy creamer someday.
That's more like it. You see, there's lots more fun to come, so stick around, America, and sit up straight. Nobody trusts a sloucher.
Good old TV. It's the only way I still feel well adjusted.
What do you mean? The reception's perfect right now. A very disturbed individual sits here. Someone once told me that the contents of a lava lamp make an excellent hand cream.
That was me.
Which is why I haven't tried it. Ah, yes, I remember that case. Particularly gruesome. 20 years' worth of electric bills take up a surprising amount of space. When I got this thing, I thought it would be useful.
Where else would we keep the pieces of paper that we're never going to look at again?
Anybody home? Guess not. We should have Jesse James's hand appraised one of these days.
I bet it's especially valuable because it's autographed.
Ah, Brady Culture's hair. It makes for an unwieldy but oh-so enchanting memento of our first case in a long while.
He howled like a sick wallaby when I shaved it off him. Good times.
Hello?
Jerk!
Remember our old car, Max?
I said I was sorry.
I once hid in that dumpster to escape a rampaging gorilla.
I still don't know how she got out of the office. I was sure I locked the door.
Alien Love Triangle Times. Looks like they're sold out. Has been Brady Culture behind bars.
He finally found a way to become famous. The police blotter.
It looks like candy, but I'm pretty sure it's fish tank gravel again.
I've had worse.
Takes me back to my childhood.
What-o? Samuel! Maximilian!
What the?
Oh, you're probably wondering how I know your names.
Not really.
Psst, it's me, Bosco.
What's with the slanted soup strainer, Bosco?
Bosco? I know not that moniker. I am Lord Reginald Rumplebottom, Earl of Dukedom the Third.
Sam, what language is he speaking?
I'm not sure, Max, but I think it might be English. We want to buy something.
Yes, quite so, quite so.
What have you got?
Well, there is still one can of shaving cream the blooming skin bodies haven't gotten yet.
Oh, yeah, I love shaving.
That's funny. I've never seen you shave.
I didn't mean myself.
And I have a most peculiar device behind the counter.
What peculiar device are you so eager to pawn off on us this time?
It's the latest in Bosco tech innovation. A delightful invention I like to call a chemical-based voice modulator.
Voice modulator? What's that?
I do believe it's self-explanatory.
We don't really have time to explain it to ourselves. Why don't you just explain it to us?
Well, it alters the frequency of your voice molecules. Very useful, very useful.
We'd like that voice modulator.
That will be 30 shillings.
Yeah, I left our shillings in my other pants. How much in dollars?
Let's see. 30 shillings would be about 1 million American dollars.
$1 million? No way are we giving out that many tickets.
I think we'll have to find an entirely new revenue stream if we want that voice modulator.
Oh, worth every shilling. Trust me, trust me.
We'll take your last can of shaving cream, old chap.
Splendid. Spiffing. Tickety-boo. Just bring it to the counter.
Do you have any complimentary fresh garlic?
Nope.
Do you have any fine leather jackets?
Nope.
Do you have any gumballs the size of your head?
Nope.
Do you have any +2 plate armor of limitless squeezability?
Nope.
Do you have any Pez dispensers with the head of infamous Mexican revolutionary Pancho Villa?
Nope.
Do you have any ketchup?
Nope. Oh, wait.
Got you.
Blast! Drat! Dash it all!
Do you have any complimentary fresh garlic? Nothing for us right now.
Indeed.
No, really, what made you convert to British?
Everybody's got it in for me, that's why.
Yeah, we heard.
Well, I had to get a disguise to throw them off the trail. They'll never find me now.
They wouldn't even know where to begin to look.
Clever clogs.
What sick forces of evil are bedeviling you this time?
It's the skin bodies, man. They're after me.
Skin bodies? Sounds like a pack of belligerent nudists.
Oh no. The skin bodies are like those horrible hairless cats, but 10 times worse.
Sure they're not 100 times worse?
Yeah, maybe 100 times, maybe 1,000,000.
These skin bodies, what exactly are they doing to you?
They're still in my... pinching my shaving cream.
Of all the things of yours they could pinch, why the shaving cream?
So they can shave their bodies, of course.
Of course. Not to be rude, but why isn't your fancy pants defense system stopping these skin bodies?
Well, after the whole video delivery conspiracy, I figured I better build something to keep people from bringing stuff into my store.
So?
So, I needed to borrow some of the high-tech detecting parts from B-Tads.
Meaning nothing stopping people from taking stuff out of the store anymore.
Dash it all! I knew I forgot something.
Hands in the air, Bosco. You're coming with us.
Good heavens! What is the meaning of this?
We're taking you in for masquerading as a man of class and distinction.
What the devil? Surely you jest.
Yes, surely we do. On the bright side, now you can add the police to your long list of paranoia-induced nightmare subjects.
Tch, piffle, pish-posh.
Thanks, Bosco.
Hip hip, honey nut cheerio.
$1 lottery tickets, $2.
I'm feeling lucky already.
Nothing like a gaggle of security cameras pointed.
I'm comfortable with it because I...
Chilled and preserved fluids.
I wonder if Bosco used the fluid sample on...
I hope not.
Stay out of the loo. It's knackered.
Bathroom terror level. Red, extreme terror. Yellow, green. Whipped liverwurst.
You want some?
Absolutely not. Sludgies. This week's flavors, bangers and mash.
That's sausages and potatoes to you Yanks.
Oh, good. For a second, I thought it was something disgusting.
I think it's the tinge of green that makes this coffee especially appealing.
I take my coffee green, like my men.
What do we have here? Organ trade.
Oh, let me see
Hot
that.
Bunny?
No, Self-Loving Weekly.
Hello, sir.
What ho?
Thanks, Bosco.
Doodle pip.
I could use a shave.
I'll say. Your 5 o'clock shadow goes clear to your ankles.
Horse or pig, dog, pig dog, the skin bodies rule the streets. Blast, bugger, blimey, ballers. The little blighter did it again. After him. I mean, tally-ho! Tally-ho!
What do you think of Bosco's accent?
Please. Even Hugh Grant does a better British accent than Bosco.
Just standing in this store, I can feel sugar and preservatives leaching directly into my bloodstream through my skin.
Let's stay here a little longer.
Sometimes Muzak makes me want to commit mayhem.
Almost everything makes me feel that way.
Let's do some shopping.
Great!
Spin the Bottle Championship is coming up.
I like when they do the sudden death round with the Molotov cocktails.
Skin bodies can't be stabbed.
Feel like taking in some pro wrestling?
I think I've seen that one.
We should go to Switzerland sometime, Max.
Nah, they always jip you on the cheese. It's like half air.
Hey, it's the Indie Angst Film Festival.
What do they do? Show that second movie over and over again?
This place used to be Lefty's tool rental shop.
Good old Lefty. I'll miss him.
You couldn't stand Lefty. You once poked him in the eye with the number 3 socket spanner.
Exactly! Good times.
The skin bodies can't be stabbed.
Ah, taxidermy. The dead aren't true.
And vice versa.
You're... Nothing useful in here. I've got half a mind to stretch out for a little bit.
I think you have to stretch the whole thing, or it rips.
You baffle me sometimes, Max. She's got a story here about 2 hygienists from Walla Walla and an amorphous Saturnian slime mold.
Is that the one where they walk into a bar at the beginning?
Laundromat. But you're close.
Nice sign. This appears to be some sort of reproductive device.
It's a mimeograph. I use it to print my tabloid. Sam! Max! How nice to see you! I don't suppose you have any candid photos of little green men feeling frisky, do you?
Huh?
It's my new career! I'm a tabloid publisher specializing in the thoughtful analysis of groundbreaking news of interest to myself and others like me.
What's it called?
The Alien Love Triangle Times.
So you're a publisher now? What happened to psychotherapy?
I've always had a fascination with the suppressed and the sensual, and for telling people too much about both. Publishing the Alien Love Triangle Times is a logical extension of all my previous careers. Except maybe Vatican spokesperson.
Are you doing any psychotherapy on the side?
Only on space aliens.
I guess that narrows your clientele quite a bit.
No, not really.
How about a quick analysis, for old time's sake?
Oh, all right. Think of a number between 1 and 4.
1.
You have boundless apeirophobia.
What's that?
The usual. Oh, all
2.
You're harboring feelings of guilt over previous feelings of remorse.
That's so true.
Oh, all
3.
You're selectively audio averse.
I don't like the sound of that.
Oh,
3.5.
sounds like inverse paranoia to me.
What don't you mean by that?
Mm-hmm. I thought so.
What was it you said about a photo?
My new tabloid, the Alien Love Triangle Times, needs a cover photo of an extraterrestrial biological entity, or alien as the unwashed masses calls them, caught getting cozy with some of the locals.
Sybil, I'd like the record to show that although I support you as a friend, your latest project makes my skin decidedly crawly.
Me too, and I like it.
So you're looking for a cover photo of little green men canoodling, right?
Yeah, though I'm kind of desperate at this point. Basically, I can use anything as long as there are 3 beings in the shot and at least one of them's an alien. It is the Alien Love Triangle Times, after all.
Got it. There's nothing like good, hard-nosed journalism.
You said it! It's time to find out the real answers to the real questions.
Like what did those poor cattle do to deserve that?
No! What do aliens do for romance? Do they love? How do they get their otherworldly thrills?
By playing slots in Keno? That'd explain why they're always seen in Nevada.
Have you learned anything interesting since you started this, magazine?
I learned why Elvis had such an otherworldly voice.
Elvis was not an alien.
Sure he was. He just wore makeup to cover his emerald green skin.
Frankly, Sybil, this project is disturbing, as well as distressingly intimate.
Like seeing Stephen King getting a hot butter massage.
Oh, you saw last week's issue.
Is anybody else an alien that we might not know about?
Dr. Phil.
Well, that goes without saying. Is anybody else an alien that we might not know about?
Yes.
Is anybody else an alien that we might not know about?
Yes.
We'll be back.
Keep watching the supplies.
Where we going, Sam?
The skin buddies can't be stopped!
Hey! After those rats!
There they are! Let's get them!
How do those laughably small wheels move so fast?
You'll never catch us! The skin buddies can't be stopped!
Take the wheel, little buddy.
I thought you'd never ask.
Missed him.
The skin buddies can't be stopped!
You can't dodge my shots forever.
Watch us! The skin buddies can't be stopped! The skin buddies can't... Oof!
Hey, the shaving cream!
Okay, hold on tight, little buddy.
Where we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody!
Well, here we are, Max. The TV station with programs too old to be contemporary, too new to be retro, but consistently derivative enough to be popular. WARP.
Television's so mindless, you can't help but watch.
Oddly quiet in here.
Mysteriously so.
Well, let's find this Myra character and smack some good old-fashioned sense into her.
I don't care if we smack it into her or smack it out of her, just so long as there's smacking involved.
You crack me up, little buddy. There's only one explanation for a propeller on the wall.
Yes, this TV station is a giant flying battleship.
Either that, or it's just a prop. Huh, get it?
I vote for the giant flying battleship.
Need a broom, little buddy?
I don't use brooms, Sam. I necessitate the use of them.
I hope that's just a prop.
I hope it isn't.
It's got a falling star on it.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder how you'll crash and burn.
Yeah. The Barrel Haven. From whence comes this storybook set?
clearly from a work of unparalleled artistic vision and emotional expressiveness.
No wonder I haven't seen it. Hey, Max.
What is it, Sam?
Any idea what cheap ripoff of an already lackluster show gets filmed on this set?
Even Money says it's something tasteless or tawdry, but preferably both.
Any idea?
Even Money says...
Let
Lights, camera, double-barreled action.
Hey, even the scaffold is just a prop.
Yeah, from that show about the TV crew that solves crimes around the station using advanced forensics and overly dramatic reenactments.
Come on, who ever heard of a crime at a TV station? Once used for apples, now used for derrieres. Midtown Cowboys, that-a-way.
Hey! Actors only back there.
But we're police.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Stand aside, casually attired stagehand. We're Sam and Max, freelance police.
We've come to save some pathetic hostages from the clutches of...
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Number one, I'm not a stagehand. I am the director. The director!
Could a fool...
Number two, we're no longer holding the auditions for animal cops with crippling mental disabilities and a lust for dance.
Oh no, we're not actors.
You got that right. I don't think I've ever seen worse acting in my entire life. And yes, I have seen Keanu Reeves' performance in Toast, the musical.
Sam, I think my hypersensitive ego may need stroking.
Don't look at me.
Next! Who's next?
You don't seem to understand. We're highly untrained police officers.
Look, hats off for dedication, guys, but I'm just not buying the police act.
I feel so invalidated.
We're looking for Myra Stump, the darling hawk of...
Do not mention that name in my presence.
Which name, Myra or Stump?
Either and or both.
What's your beef with Myra?
Let's just say Myra and I have creative differences. I'm creative, and she isn't. I'm sorry, what was your question?
You and Myra. Why the hate?
Look, Myra runs her show her way, and I run every other show my way. If she doesn't want me on her set, I could care less.
You mean you couldn't care less? If you could care less, then you do care some, which doesn't really...
No, I was right. I could care less, because I care even less about what you're saying right now.
Oh, burn!
Quiet, knucklehead. What are you doing here, anyhow?
What am I doing here? I'm holding auditions for Midtown Cowboys. What are you doing here?
Midtown Cowboys? The critically panned but publicly adored sitcom about two cattle ranchers trying to make it in Midtown Manhattan?
Yes, well summarized.
You're hiring extras?
No, I'm hiring the stars. The two main characters went on Myra a couple days ago, and I haven't heard from them since. I need replacements ASAP.
Sam, did you hear that? If we can pass one lousy audition, sitcom stardom will finally be ours!
Rocketing to fame for the most insubstantial of reasons. That truly is the American dream. We'd like to apply for that instant stardom you promised?
You want to audition? Well, if there were anybody else here, I'd tell you to forget it, but okay.
All right! What do we do?
I'm going to have you play a scene from Old Yeller. Tell me you've seen it.
I'm not into horror movies.
It's the classic boy gets dog gets rabies, boy shoots dog story. Max, I want you to play the boy.
Yes! Boy! That is so me!
And Sam, you play the dog.
Oh.
Okay, Sam, ready? I need you to act like you've got full-blown rabies. Understand?
What's my motivation?
You're a mad dog. Now, show me rabbit.
Grrr.
No, dig deep. You should be just frothing mad. Brilliant! Now that's what I call diseased.
Thank you, thank you. First off, I'd like to thank all the little people who...
Zip it. Okay, Max, you've just realized your dog is walking death, and you'll have to put him down for the good of society.
Really?
You're sad, you're despondent, you're grief-stricken. Now, show me the emotion.
Boo-hoo?
You call that emotion? I've seen Myra show more emotion, and she ought to be declared a national Botox reserve. Grief, I said. Give me grief. Cut! That has got to be the saddest sad performance I've ever seen.
Is that good or bad?
Bad. I'd recommend you try to think about dead puppies or something, but that's what the scene's about, and it didn't help. Come back when you can cry on cue.
Hello again.
Yes?
Can we take...
Fine. Let's take it. Perfect. Now, the fateful moment has arrived. Despite your immense grief, you must put your beloved companion out of his misery.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Idiot. What demonic force possessed you to do that?
The demonic force called acting, Sam. You should try it sometime.
Good thing I had my anti-hypnosis helmet built into my hat, or I'd have one too many holes in the head.
Bravo. Bravo! Such realism. Such authenticity. I was convinced you were actually shooting him. How did you do the sound effects?
You don't want to know.
The search for the Midtown Cowboys is over. You're hired. Head to the set next door and we can begin filming immediately.
Let's hurry, Sam. We only have 14 minutes and 55 seconds of fame left.
That would hardly be sporting. I don't want to make anybody mad. Unless there's a reason, or it seems fun. Nah.
All right, people, let's get the stage set up. The celebrity host will be here any minute. Oh, right. The crew's working on Myra. Stupid, no talent, fat face.
Weren't you just...
I think she just defied the laws of physics.
Sorry, you'd be amazed how many times a day I have to do that. Things tend to be hectic here.
Doesn't bother us a bit. Sam and Max, consummate professional actors, reporting for duty.
You said duty, Sam.
I knew you guys were right for this show.
Speaking of which, could you perhaps explain the show a bit?
Okay, here's the drill. On Midtown Cowboys, you play a pair of cattle ranchers trying to raise a herd in an apartment in Manhattan.
My Uncle Ernie did that, except it was pigs. And not in an apartment.
I only see one cow.
It's a small herd. You're struggling, okay?
Okay.
You've got this landlord, Mr. Featherly, who has a very strict no cows policy.
Devilishly inconvenient.
I begin to see from whence the hilarity sprouts.
Yes, Featherly is always barging in, and you try to hide the fact that you have a cow in the apartment. Lots of sight gags, usually something gross winds up happening. Simple enough?
Great. Where's the script?
Well, there's a slight hitch. The cow ate most of the script, so you're going to have to ad-lib the show.
Ad-lib?
Yes, make it up as you go. Improvise.
Well, I guess our regular life has given us plenty of practice.
Don't worry, you'll be working with Philo Pennyworth, who plays Featherly. He's a brilliant actor, classically trained, Globe Theater and all that. Just set him up to do something funny, and he'll handle it from there.
Check. Anything else?
Actually, yes. We did save one line from the script, and it's really important to work it in, because it's the product placement that pays for the whole show. One of you will have to say the line.
Me, pick me!
All right, Max, your line is this. Better get the serious toothpaste.
I like it already.
There's a lot to learn with this TV business. Give me the lowdown on the show one more time.
Midtown Cowboys is about two cattle ranchers raising a herd in a Manhattan apartment that has a strict no-cows policy. Your basic visual hijinks and occasional gross-out humor ensue as they concoct elaborate ruses to keep their cow hidden from their landlord, Mr. Featherly.
Remind me what that charmingly peculiar line was that you wanted Max to say?
Better get the serious toothpaste.
Oh, yeah. Can we take 5?
The Screen Actors Guild will break my knuckles if I say no, so go ahead.
How convenient. This way we can shoot a TV show about people watching a TV show.
And if the show they're watching is the show of themselves watching, the universe could fold in on itself and explode!
Best leave it turned off then. Hi, Mom. What's that thing?
I don't know. It was here when we took over the building after the .com bust.
Competitive horseshoe skipping is a thrilling test of accuracy, strategy, and strength.
Even more so if the horses are still attached.
Some say that's the only way. These are all thesauri. Who decorated this set?
English majors working for peanuts, as usual.
I don't care if it is just a prop. I'm not touching that with my bare hands. Hey, bossy. Ah, nature. In Manhattan, this counts as a view.
If there's a leak, it counts as a water view.
Hello? I shouldn't fool with the set while we're not taping the show. Let's have a try at the scene.
I'm game. You tell the director. I find her a little scary.
This could use some sprucing up. Whatever happened to our can of spray paint?
I refuse to answer on the grounds that I may incriminate both myself and a prominent local politician.
Say no more. This could use some sprucing up. Whatever happened to our can of spray paint?
I refuse to answer on the grounds.
Say no more. I shouldn't fool with the set while we're not taping the show. I miss the 70s, when you could get away with stuff like that. We're as ready as we're ever gonna be. Let's start taping the show.
Okay, now remember, your landlord's at the door, and you don't want him to know you've got a cow in there. Ready? Action!
They're probably hiding a cow.
Open up in there! I know you're hiding.
Let there be light. There we go. Life of the party.
Aha! I know you've got a... Well, well, well. Who's your guest, boys?
It's the cow we've been raising here in the apartment with a lampshade on its head.
We put it on there to fool you into thinking the cow was someone else.
Cut!
Please don't say cut. That's my job.
How am I expected to create art if you're not even going to try to perpetuate the farce?
He's right, guys. You can do better than that. Let's get the set back.
Let's...
Open up in there! I know you're hiding a cow!
Let there be light.
Cut!
Please don't.
How?
He's...
Let's take 5.
Sure.
Let's take 5.
Sure.
Let's have...
Open up in there! I know you're
Let
hiding
there be
a
light.
cow.
There we go. Life of the...
Aha! I know you've got a... Well, well, well. Who's your guest, boys?
This is the Crown Prince of Upper Thrombosis, here in the U.S. on a fact-finding tour.
Note his excellent ceremonial headgear.
A prince? Golly gosh, I don't think I've ever met a real-life prince before. Of course, I am descended from royalty myself. On my mother's cousin's side, it was the back in the...
Goodness, who left this lying here? Have you heard the one about the 3 firemen and the football?
Oh, please. This isn't that sort of a show. Save it for Myra.
Cut! Let's get...
Let's take 5.
Sure.
Let's have...
Places.
Open up in there. I know
Let
you're
there be
hiding a
light.
cow.
There we go.
Aha! I know...
This...
Note his...
Huh, of course.
Goodness, who left this lying here?
Say, what's this? I'm sorry, what was that you said?
That's how they say goodbye in thrombosis.
It's also how they say, bring me a pot of scorched grasshopper thoraxes, but that's probably not what he means this time.
I see. Well, goodbye then. I'm sorry, I'm just not sure where we're going with this. Can we start again?
Cut! Let's get...
Let's...
See.
Open up in there. I know
Let
you're
there be
hiding a
light.
cow.
There we go.
Aha!
This is the French chef we hired to satisfy our inexplicable, insatiable craving for omelets and duck à l'orange.
And frog's legs. I like mine extra crispy.
Oh, a French chef, eh? I love French bread and French fries. I went to Gay Paris one time myself, you know. It was back in my army days.
Goodness, who left this lying here?
Say, what's this? I'm sorry, what was that you said?
He said moo goo gai pan. It's a French dish the chef has just made.
Whoa, super! I'll try some of that. Where's the plate?
I can't help but feel this is all terribly wrong somehow.
Aha! Interesting.
That's one word for it.
There's a familiar flavor. Fennel, maybe?
Kentucky bluegrass, I think.
This moo-moo whatever stuff is really good. What's it called in English?
Cow pie!
Really? Well, that's funny. It sounds just like...
Now? Better get the serious toothpaste.
Zoom in and cut.
Phew.
That was comic gold. The network is going to love it.
Naturally. I'll be in my dressing room refreshing my muse. Don't call me for at least an hour.
Nice work, you guys. Here's a clip for your reel.
Thanks.
Let's get the set back the way it was.
What's the story with this show?
Cooking Without Looking? It's a cooking show aimed at Motorhead bachelors who have never seen the inside of a grocery store.
Is there a big demand for that?
You'd be amazed.
Where's the host? Is he in watching the Myra show?
No, he's one of the few who isn't. He got food poisoning while he was taping last week's show. Right in the middle, in fact.
Was it gruesome?
Yes, and unfortunately, this show goes out live.
Can we get a tape of the show?
This one? No, it's broadcast live. We don't tape it.
How do you do that teleportation trick where you're always everywhere ahead of us?
Trade secret, honey.
How do you keep it so clean in here?
The complete absence of anything resembling food is helpful.
Aren't there fruits or vegetables of any sort around here?
Just the crew. I never get tired of that one. Okay, actually, no. We strive for realism, and the average bachelor kitchen doesn't contain any natural plant life except mold.
See ya.
Probably.
Is this thing on? Midtown Cowboys, that-a-way. That's enough lard to clog the arteries of a major metropolis.
Or start a circus of greased squirrels!
I rue the day you lost your NEA funding, Max. I think this is one of those cooler things they use on medical shows to transport donor spleens.
What's it doing on the set of a cooking show?
Some knowledge is better left unclaimed. It's like a scene from Heidi.
How does that bird manage to stay still for so long?
This fridge isn't even a fridge. It's a fake. This is quite realistic.
Like that animatronic kid on The Cosby Show.
Welcome to Cooking Without Looking, the cooking show for the typical bachelor kitchen, containing no fruits, vegetables, or healthy ingredients of any sort. The show where we take a random assortment of condiments and barely edible items and create a meal within minutes. Filling in for Chuck Flagon this week, these guys.
Just go with it.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Sam. It's great to be here.
Not you, Buckethead. The audience.
Oh, greetings, worshipful fans. Remember, the only reason I'm on TV is because I'm better than you.
We've got some furious cooking to do, so let's get right to it.
What are we making, Sam?
Today we're baking a cake. Let's visit our rack of ingredients and add flavoring to the flavoring pail.
I'm pretty sure that's a pot, Sam.
Max, let's leave the cooking to me and the eating to you. A pinch or two of wombat secretions.
Make sure they're lightly damp to the touch. The wombats, not the secretions.
You want to use the sulfuric acid sparingly. It can easily overwhelm the other ingredients.
And your taste buds, and your esophagus.
Of course, who could forget the asbestos sprinkles?
This stuff isn't just for school lunches. Real kitchens use it too.
A fistful of squid tentacles.
Ooh, that's my favorite Western.
handful or two of buffalo chips.
You really can't add too many buffalo chips.
Of course, you're going to want a few dashes of hair gel.
Don't worry, bachelors. As long as you use it only for cooking, no one will think you less of a man.
No more than a dash of uranium pellets.
They also go great in Chex Mix.
Of course, it wouldn't be real bachelor cooking without Tweed.
Bachelors, here's a tip. Tweed isn't just for cooking. It also makes a great toupee.
A dash of pink mink oil is a must.
Nothing says I last ate real food in the 80s like the inclusion of something pink.
Can we say enough about roofing tile shards?
Obviously, we can.
Every chef has a signature ingredient that no one has ever heard of or used. Mine's MSG.
If you put in enough that you feel a burning sensation in the back of the neck, forearms, and chest, you're just about there.
You'll want to crush up some dried dingo kidneys.
Come on, bachelors. You know you have them. Look under the sofa cushions.
Don't skimp on the lard.
That's right. If you take the lard out of lardass, all you have is ass.
Well said, Max. Every meal has to include some of the standards, like monk paste.
Don't forget that saying. Monk paste for the taste, Pope vest for the zest.
Make sure to include red dye number 2.
If there's not at least some possibility of malignant tumors, it's not real bachelor cooking. Now, do we broil it, Sam?
Right you are, little buddy. Into the oven it goes. And, through the magic of TV cooking show time, one gorgeous, delicious cake, ready to be binged upon or shared amongst friends.
Oh boy, let's take it with us.
Welcome once again.
What do we
Well, that's all we have time for today.
Goodbye, adoring public. Soon I will demand tribute.
Can we get a tape of the show?
This one? No.
See ya.
Probably.